Good morning, everyone, and welcome to my presentation. First of all, let me thank you all for coming here today. Let me introduce myself. I'm Regina Monestianti from Universitas Mandiri in Subang, West Java Republic, Indonesia. What I'd like to present to you today is rare animals in Indonesia. By the end of this talk, we'll be familiar with rare animals. Today, I'd like to give you an overview of rare animals in Indonesia. This talk will cover three current theories on the topic of rare animals in Indonesia. Start off by get to know rare animals in Indonesia. Then I'll move to rare animals conservation in Indonesia. After that, uh, factors causing animals to be rare. This should only last 20 minutes. I can WhatsApp the PowerPoint presentation to anybody who wants it. There will be time for question after my presentation. In this part of my presentation, I want to discuss about rare animals in Indonesia. So, let me give you a brief overview first about getting know rare animals in Indonesia. For example, the peacock, cendrawasih, Sumatran tiger, Japanese rhino, and Balinese starling. This brings me to the end of my first point. Okay, now let me turn to the issue of rare animals conservation in Indonesia. I'd like to see this in more detail, like a point I made now. I will explain how to preserve rare animals in Indonesia. First, providing education and outreach. Second, supporting environmental conservation efforts. Third, carrying out captive breeding. Four, a funding transaction with endangered animals. Five, reporting people who hunt to rare animals. Now let's move on to the third point. At this point, I will explore factors that use animals to be rare. Among them, low reproducibility of rare animals, drastic climate change, illegal hunting, increasing predator population, and destruction of animal habitat. So, what does this mean? So, we have to protect nature so that our animals are preserved, and we have to preserve our animals like the ones I mentioned earlier. Is everyone still with me? I'm still very grateful. To illustrate this, let's take a closer look at the graphic of rare animals in Indonesia. First, let me explain the graphic quickly. First, the population of peacocks in Indonesia is 47%, or the equivalent of 800 individuals. Second, the population of cendrawasih is only 1.6%, or equal to 28 individuals. Third, the population of Sumatran tigers is 11.7%, or 300 individuals. The Japanese rhino is 4.4, or 75 individuals. And finally, the population of Balinese starling is 35.2, or 600 individuals. I would also like to draw your attention to the bottom of the grapes, which is the bird of paradise. I would also like to draw your attention to the bottom of the grape, which is the bird Cendrawasih with the smallest population. Cendrawasih is also nicknamed the bird of paradise. This followed by a gradual decrease and increase that covers almost everything I wanted to say about rare animals. And conclusion, I want to rare animals to be a interesting and important part of our world. They are a reminder of the incredible diversity of life on Earth, and they play an important role ecosystem. We must do everything we can to protect these animals and their habitats so they can continue to thrive for generations to come. I hope you get some insight into rare animals. Are there any questions?